Hello. This is Elizabeth Griffin, your indie author from South Philadelphia, and welcome back to my channel. If I seem excited and nervous, it's because I'm on break because it's raining outside and the weather is really bad. And I'm in the break room and there's nobody here, so I'm eating my lunch. I have grapes and I have my almonds and I have my water. So I want to say this real quick before someone comes in. I am just excited about the magic of creating, of being an artist. And if I can elaborate, when you sit down and you write something down, like a story or a novella or a script, first it was an idea. That's all it was. It was nothing tangible. It was nothing physical. It was just an idea or a concept in your head. And then when you sit down and you start to formulate the story and you start to putting the story on paper or in your computer or on your phone, it starts to materialize and become something of its own. And then once you finish that project of creating something and you hand it off, let's say to a narrator, if you have an audiobook, they'll put their spin on your art, and then they'll create something even newer than what you do. And then when you put it out for the audience or for the public, they will interpret your story in so many different ways. They will have characters that they love and characters that they hate. They will identify with the story on so many different levels. So I'm excited because whenever you see your work performed, you get to see a new interpretation of your idea or your vision. And it's exciting and it's wonderful. And an example I can give you is I was working as a writer on a project called Chocolate City. It never manifested itself into a soap opera, but it's something that I worked on and volunteered by writing time. And I'm going to create a story surrounding that whole event called Chocolate Covered Dreams, because a lot of artists got together and they volunteered their time, whether it was acting or writing, whether it was like background help as far as like staging and things like that. We all volunteered our time and we signed off on the volunteering because we were aiming for Chocolate City to become successful and for somebody to pick it up. So, and then we would get paid. But needless to say, that experience allowed me to see something that I had written, a script that I had written, actually acted out by two actresses. And I caught the tail end because I was involved in some other projects, but I caught the tail end of that scene, and it just did something to me. It awoke something inside of me, and I was just excited and elated that I could actually see my work being performed by other people. So this is just to say, create, put it out there, let actresses and other people interpret your work, and then just let it take off and do its own thing. So, as always, thank you for joining me on my channel. Love, peace, joy, and happiness as always. And I had to kind of cut that short because someone just walked in briefly. But before I go, I just want to say that when you hear your work, whether you do an audiobook, when you hear someone else interpreting your work, it just does something to your core. It just elates you and invigorates you. And even when you narrate your own work, you know your story best. So like for me, when I'm doing my so-called ghetto life, I'm creating as I go. But I know these characters. I know how I want them to sound. I know their diction. I know how they see the world, and I can add that to my craft, my narrating. And some authors will narrate their own work, and some authors will have others do it. For me, I like a combination of both. Some things I want to take on the project of doing myself, and oh, there goes the refrigerator. Everybody's making noise today. It's the ice maker. It stopped. Can you believe that? So I'm just having fun with this video. But the bottom line, the takeaway is, don't be afraid to create. Don't be afraid to take chances. If you've never narrated anything, take a chance, do it. You may like it. I never thought narrating was for me, but I am enjoying it. And I'm also trying to work on that part of the craft because this is new to me. So I'm watching other YouTubers, I'm taking advice, and I'm enjoying it. And I'm creating an audience because I Married a Mortal is doing really well. It's only been out for 5 days, like the first couple of installments, and so far it's in my top 10s. And one has like 114 views, one has 90 something views, and another has 80 something views. And for me, that is phenomenal. So don't be afraid to take a chance. Don't be afraid to create. If you fail, learn from your failures and get up and keep going. So enjoy your Friday. Try to stay dry because in Philly it is raining. It is really raining. And until we meet again, love, peace, joy. As I said before, enjoy your weekend. Bye-bye.